It is just after 9 o'clock at night in the Florida Panhandle. The parking lot at Vortex Spring is empty. The gift shop is dark. The last recreational divers left hours ago. But somewhere beneath the surface of that impossibly blue basin, a single diver is descending alone into a limestone cave system that twists deeper and darker than most people can imagine. His name is Ben McDaniel. He is 30 years old. He has no cave diving certification, and he will not come back up. His tanks will be found. His body never will. What happened inside that cave is a question that, more than a decade later, no one can answer. Ben McDaniel is the kind of guy people describe as driven but unlucky. A former high school athlete from Memphis, Tennessee, he is tall, broad-shouldered, the youngest of 2 sons born to a close-knit, successful family. His father, Shelby, owns a prosperous construction business. Ben has tried to build his own path, launching a business in Nashville, but it crumbles in the 2008 recession. His marriage falls apart around the same time. By 2009, he is back home, regrouping, hurting. And then he discovers diving. He starts coming to Vortex Spring, a privately owned dive resort in Ponce de Leon, Florida, where crystal-clear water fills a deep basin connected to an underwater cave system that stretches hundreds of feet into the earth. Ben becomes a regular. Staff know him by name. He dives almost every day, sometimes multiple times. He is getting deeper each visit, pushing further into the cave. But Ben McDaniel does not hold the certifications required to be where he is going. And on the night of August 18th, 2010, there is no one around to stop him. The cave at Vortex Spring is not a single tunnel. It is a network. The main passage drops steeply from the basin into a cavern zone, and then at around 115 feet deep, there is a locked gate. This gate exists for one reason: to keep uncertified divers from entering the most dangerous section of the cave beyond it. The restriction is real. Past the gate, the passage is narrow. Visibility can vanish in seconds if a diver disturbs the silt lining the floor. Navigation becomes a life-or-death skill. The owner of Vortex Spring, a man named Lowell Kelly, reportedly gives Ben access past the gate on multiple occasions. Staff members later confirm that Ben has been diving beyond the gate regularly, sometimes solo, sometimes at night. August 18th is one of those nights. Ben signs the logbook at the dive shop. He gears up. He enters the water. Witnesses at the resort see his truck in the lot that evening. No one sees him surface. The next morning, when staff arrive, Ben's truck is still there. His dog is sitting inside it, waiting. Divers go down and find Ben's 2-stage tanks placed neatly along the cave passage, deeper than most recreational divers ever go. His primary tanks are found even further in, past the gate, wedged in a narrow restriction point at roughly 170 feet deep. But there is no Ben. Recovery divers from the county sheriff's office enter the cave. Then expert cave divers from the National Speleological Society. Then Ed Sorensen, one of the most experienced cave rescue divers in the world. Sorensen pushes through restrictions so tight he has to remove his own gear to fit through them. He searches for days. He finds nothing. No body, no fins, no trace. The cave, it seems, has swallowed Ben McDaniel whole. And that is when the story begins to fracture. Investigators learn that Ben McDaniel has a life insurance policy. The value is $1.7 million. The beneficiary is his estranged wife, who the family says Ben had been separated from, but not yet divorced. Within a year of Ben's disappearance, she reportedly remarries. The McDaniel family finds this troubling. They begin asking harder questions. Then Lowell Kelly, the owner of Vortex Spring, makes a claim that throws everything sideways. Kelly tells investigators that he reviewed security footage from the night Ben disappeared and that he saw Ben exit the water and leave the property. He claims Ben is alive. Almost no one believes him. The footage Kelly references is grainy and inconclusive. Investigators note that Kelly has financial motivation to distance his resort from a death in the cave. Detectives cannot verify his claim, but the seed of doubt is planted. What nobody knew was how many competing theories would emerge and how resistant each one would be to proof. Theory 1. Ben drowned deep in the cave, and his body is lodged in a passage too narrow and too deep for recovery divers to reach. This is the simplest explanation. Cave systems can trap a body in ways that make retrieval impossible, especially in soft limestone, where silt can settle and seal a passage behind a diver. But Ed Sorensen, the man who searched those passages personally, has publicly stated he does not believe a diver of Ben's size could have fit through the restrictions beyond where the tanks were found. Theory 2. Ben staged his own disappearance. He was broke. He owed the IRS over $100,000. His business had failed. His marriage had failed. A faked death could mean a clean slate, and his family might collect insurance money. But there is no confirmed sighting of Ben McDaniel anywhere in the world after that night. Theory 3. Foul play. Someone harmed Ben and placed his equipment in the cave to make it look like a diving accident. Investigators have never named a suspect. No evidence of a struggle has ever surfaced. Each theory explains some facts and leaves others dangling. The Holmes County Sheriff's Office officially classifies the case as a presumed drowning. Ben McDaniel is declared legally dead in 2013, allowing his family to begin the process of closure, at least on paper. The life insurance reportedly pays out, though the exact details remain private. His parents, Shelby and Patricia, never stop looking for answers. Shelby McDaniel passes away in 2014, still believing his son might be alive. Vortex Spring changes ownership. The gate in the cave remains locked. No body has ever been recovered. No arrest has ever been made. A man walks into a cave and does not walk out. His gear is found. His body is not. And the water just sits there, still and clear and impossibly blue, keeping whatever secret it holds. What do you think happened to Ben McDaniel? Tell me in the comments. If this story stayed with you, subscribe and turn on notifications. The next episode goes somewhere even darker.